Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bob Hart. I'm the Township Manager here in East Norton Township. I wanted to take the opportunity to give you a little bit of information regarding the quarry hole and operations, but much more so on the quarry back portion where there is some potential development coming up in the future. As a little background, most of you already know you have the quarry hole on Pot Shop and Schultz. Behind it, there's a wooded area that goes down Schultz and up Trooper and then down Township Line Road. This portion is approximately 64 acres. There's been a lot of talk over the years about potential development on that portion, and there have been different plans that have been submitted over the years. Where we are today, let me start by saying there will be, along with this video, there will be the general drawings and some sketches or some plans, and there will be a fact sheet, a question and answer sheet, along with this video posted on our website, and we will notify everyone when that is up and posted. So this property, again, you have the front hole portion, the mining operations of the quarry. The back portion, the 64 acres, the owner of the quarry can, by right, and by right is a legal term that basically says the owner, without zoning relief or much other relief from a township or a municipality, that owner by right has the absolute right to build on that property. The general parameters are that that's back 64 acres. The quarry owner can build approximately 60 single-family homes. That is his right. Now, that's not to say there aren't other things that go in it. That is the right to build. Now, there's a whole land development process that would have to take place, and that addresses stormwater and impervious and coverage and everything under the sun as part of a building process. But for our purposes here, it's really a 64-acre parcel that the owner can, without getting relief from the township, can put up to 60 single-family homes. That's where we are now. He can do that. The quarry owner has in the past submitted a townhouse plan that was discussed with many of the neighbors in the area. The township, after many discussions with nearby residents, decided it wasn't prudent to entertain that development plan of townhouses. So, and recently the owner of the quarry has even withdrawn that plan. So there is no townhouse plan even being considered for consideration. A townhouse plan, like other plans, would have to get relief from the township. That is not part of this presentation. Again, what he can do is put approximately 60 townhomes on there, or 60 single-family homes on the back 64 acres. Now, today, where we're at, the quarry owners have come to us with a proposal, and I shared with them, excuse me, that I would share some of this, as much information as I have, with the residents. And if you wanted to hear more, it was something that interested you as a neighborhood and an area, that we would reach back out to the quarry owner and he could do a more detailed presentation to everyone. That being said, the general plan or proposal he has offered to the township and the residents in the area is, let me first bring up this is just a sketch of the quarry hole. So this is the quarry hole here. This is Pot Shop Road. This is Schultz Road, Trooper, and then down Township Line. This is the active mining and quarry area. This is the back 64 acres that we're talking about here. So we only have one plan to talk about because the plan that he can do is 60 single-family homes. What he has proposed is no development. If we would consider, and the residents would consider, having no development there, so the wooded areas would stay, he would use the inner 25 to 30 acres as storage for totaled cars, totaled vehicles, vehicles that were destroyed in an accident of some kind. So they're totaled, they're not running. They would be stored in the inner 30, approximately 25 to 30 acres. They would be sold on the internet, by the internet, and they would leave. They would come in and leave on a road put in out to Township Line Road. So again, this is what the quarry owner is proposing. A new plan, a new proposal to see if there's interest by the township and the residents. Instead of a development, no homes here. So instead of those 60 homes, 0 homes. But he would use the inner so many acres, 25 to 30 acres, as storage for totaled vehicles. Which would be sold via the internet and taken out a road, towed out on a road delivered to the buyers out onto Township Line Road. So that is essentially his offer plan for consideration by the township and the residents in the area and those neighbors. That being said, for that consideration, this would need relief from the township. In order to grant that relief, he has said, if you grant it, and this is something you would consider, I will move. This is where the mounds of rock and stone and dirt and everything. This is at the corner of Schultz and Pot Shop, and there's a crushing, rock crushing and concrete crushing operation here. If the neighbors in the township are interested in allowing him to put this storage vehicle facility in there, the owner of the quarry would commit in writing to moving the piles of sand and stone and rock and dirt up into this area, as well as the rock and concrete crushing operations. So we would move to a much more centrally located area. The argument from the quarry owners is it's further away from houses from every side. It's much more camouflaged and secured into the center of the property, and would have much less of effect from sound perspective, from just about every perspective. Anything that blows, because right now on windy days, when these piles get high, things blow. They get on houses, the dirt and smut, and it can be problematic. This particular plan that he is proposing, that they are proposing, the quarry owners, again, would move all that and the crushing operation from this corner up here to the center of the property. So that's the proposal. We only have one proposal. There was some misunderstandings and emails about several proposals. There's one proposal. He can already do 60 townhomes, and that's it. And if that's the case, much of this stays the same. If there's an interest in hearing more details from him, and I will be reaching out to each of you on our email and many of the neighbors in the surrounding neighborhoods to gauge some interest in whether they want to hear more about this. But if there is an appetite for storage of vehicles rather than homes, and just keep the wooded area as it is now, then the quarry owner has offered to move the rock crushing and all the material from that to the center of the property. So that's really where we are as far as this one proposal. As I said, I've gotten emails about several different proposals. There is one proposal, that is it. He has a by right plan of 60 homes that he can do. There is a proposal, an optional proposal submitted by the quarry owners for a commercial vehicle, totaled vehicles, would be stored in the middle here and then sold via auction, internet auction, and taken out onto a road, put onto Township Line, and taken and sold. So that's where we are as far as proposals. Again, I'll be reaching out to you all, but I wanted you to see what this proposal actually meant. I'm hearing, the rumor mill runs wild, and I hear a lot of different thoughts and rumors and information that isn't really accurate, but that is the plan. It's essentially that simple of what the quarry owners are offering. We fully understand that the residents especially of that area, they may prefer the single-family homes, 60 single-family homes. But then they're going to have to continue to deal with a lot of what's going on as far as operations of the quarry. If this is something that interests the area, the neighbors, then it is something that we will reach out to the quarry owners, and we will have them present to everyone in more detail and really give them a fuller understanding of what they would be dealing with. So that's an option. We felt obligated to bring that to you. Obviously, there's some offerings in there, some concessions from a neighborhood perspective, as far as the crushing operations and those issues. So we thought it prudent, and literally we had a duty to bring this to you. If you would like to hear more, we will absolutely set up that time for the quarry owner to present the plan in much more detail. But that's something I'll be reaching out to you soon, in the next couple of weeks, to get an idea of where you want to go. If it's something you're interested in, great. If you're not, that's fine too. We will go on from there. This will be on the internet shortly on our township website. There will also be some updated information. There will be other drawings and plans on there that you'll be able to look at just from historical purposes. There also is a bunch of information that I prepared that will be titled, you'll see the document, Gill Quarry Questions and Answers. That deals with answers, discusses and answers many of the questions, even some that weren't asked by residents in emails and we're out at the site. Different times we deal with different, we meet up with residents, they'll have questions, and we thought it prudent to give you the most current information we have and put it in writing, put it on that our website. And as you have questions from there, we'll be glad to answer or get anything information we can. But when we post everything to the website will have 99% of all available information to us at this current time. Please understand the question and answer portion of it that I have in the sheet. There are things in there, and they're just answers. There are things in there that you're going to new things you may like, things you may not like. I understand there's things that the frustrating part for many residents is they don't want the quarry operations there for a variety of reasons, or they want certain things. There's certain things that we can enforce, there's certain things we can ask for, and there's other things that absolutely we have no power or authority to have happen in any manner. I will say the quarry owners have been engaged with us in discussions to try to make this situation for everyone involved more palatable, more reasonable, and that is our goal here. The quarry owners own the quarry. They have absolute rights to run the quarry. There's been questions, and you'll see in the questions and answers, there's questions about the air quality and the mounds and the safety of everything. That's all addressed in the questions and answers. You may not like the answer, but that's the factual basis, and the answers are down here, and there's something that is important for everyone to know. There's a lot of efforts we have been doing and will continue to do as far as the speeding on the road, truck traffic. All that information is in the question and answer sheet. So I look forward to reaching out to you soon, give you the opportunity to digest a lot of this information. Please understand we'll be reaching out to everyone on our email list and people outside of those emails into the neighborhood surrounding the quarry for feedback on whether they would want to hear this or not. And on a second note, there is also the potential we have been discussing with the owners of the quarry, where from just a traffic perspective, where the trucks that enter the quarry would leave on another road out onto Township Line Road. It's an abandoned road that is already there. It almost looks like a driveway, but that is something that they have already spoken to PennDOT to develop. We don't have all the details on that particular thing yet, but that's really has nothing to do with the development on the back end. So there's a lot of moving parts here. We're trying our best to get them all together, get every answer we can for you, and continue to do our best to make this a better situation. It is never going to be perfect for everyone. I can assure you, I'm not here to tell you that it will be. But we know our goal is here to make it as palatable and as reasonable and as peaceful as an experience for the neighbors surrounding the quarry. And at the same time, we need everyone to understand the Quarry has they own the property. They absolutely have rights to make money and use it as a business, as long as they're doing it under the rules and regulations of DEP and the certain areas that come under the township perspective or township authority. So stay tuned for more information from us. We'll be reaching out in the coming weeks. Be glad to answer any questions you have. You can email. You will have that information on the website. But understand, we are continually working on this. We will update you as more information comes in. And I really appreciate the overwhelming majority of the residents have been, of course, they're passionate because they want a better living situation, better quality of life. But they understand truly that we're going to wake up every day trying to make this a better situation and a better plan. And I can tell you on a personal level, I appreciate that understanding. And my commitment to you is I will continue to work hard every day to make this the best situation we physically and possibly can for the residents surrounding the Quarry. So thank you, and we'll be in touch as soon as we have more.